Hello, it's Stephen here from Jewish Women's Archive. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate Jewish women in entertainment during May, which is also known as Jewish American Heritage Month. While hard at work here in the archive, I stumbled upon some footage that ended up on the cutting room floor of our prize-winning documentary, Making Trouble. I've carefully selected video clips of fabulous Jewish women in entertainment talking about fabulous Jewish women in entertainment. To begin, let's watch as Tony, Emmy, and Drama Desk Award winner Tova Feldshuh talks about Sophie Tucker's influence on her career.
I'm getting old and I like it. Another one, it's not so bad to live alone. It's all these ideas about being an independent woman, being a starke, as we would say in Yiddish, a strong woman. And I wanted to put a piece of her in my act, and I sing I Don't Want to Get Thin, which is a little odd because I'm a size 4'6", but never you mind. I usually perform with some kind of build-up here, and the number, which is still in the show, and the number which I'm going to sing at Lincoln Center, actually, any minute, is very, very successful because she was a breakthrough artist with comedy. I mean, Bette Midler knew that better than anybody. She was not afraid to be saucy and naughty and bold and straight about it, long before the women's lib movement.
I love that Tova isn't afraid to confront social issues such as ageism, sizeism, and women's right to marry in her act. Now, let's watch as Alex Borstein, who you might recognize from television's Mad TV and Family Guy, talks about how Gilda Radner gave her the confidence to tackle beauty standards in the entertainment industry.
She definitely set the course for letting me know I could do this, letting me know that it was possible, and seeing her as a woman and, not being conventionally beautiful command the screen that she did on SNL and her live show too was astounding for me. It really showed me that it's possible, that I can do this.
Of course, we can't talk about all of the isms without talking about gender. Now let's watch as Yiddish singer, songwriter, and musician Adrienne Cooper shares some fascinating thoughts on Molly Picant's walk on the gender line.
And Molly kind of transgresses that line all the time into the freedom of a young boy by changing clothes or by changing attitude. So the ability to remain young and to cross that line, both to stay out of traditional female roles and sometimes to be able to move across the gender barrier was a kind of embodiment of freedom.
Last, but certainly not least, and a personal inspiration to me, let's watch as Tony Award and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Wendy Wasserstein discusses women's role offstage.
In terms of specifically, because this is about Jewish women writers, think about Betty Comden. Think about Carolyn Lee. Think about the people who wrote for the musical theater. They were the best at what they did. I often think it's interesting that when people talk about women in theater, and they'll talk about, Lillian Hellman or whatever, it's very important to look at the contributions of those.
Thank you so much for logging in, and all of us here at the Jewish Women's Archive wish you a happy Jewish American Heritage Month.
Am I?
It's so good.
Oh,